So today I want to talk about your military experience. My first question is, when did you join and for how long?
Yeah, well, I joined in March 1994. I did 4 years active duty, and then I went 4 years in the National Guard.
So you were part of multiple branches of the military?
But yeah, the active duty is Army, and then the National Guard is Army also. It's just the National Guard is actually your state military. It's actually the state's military. You have the active duty, which is the federal. You have Army Reserve, which is also a federal entity, and then the National Guard is the state. The commander in chief of the National Guard is the governor of the state. So it's all just Army.
Hmm. Why did you join?
Well, I joined because it's something that both my grandfather served during World War II. My father served during the Vietnam era. My uncle was in during the first Gulf War. My brother-in-law was in during the first Gulf War. So a lot of service in our family. So and at the time, opportunities were a little different, and I thought that it was a time for me to get out and experience, different parts of the world.
When you mention opportunities were a little different, that made me wonder, what was the times like back then?
Well, at the time, it's just, during the early 90s, economically, the little bit of slowdown, jobs were kind of scarce, except for you had to be, skilled jobs or have a higher education because of some life choices. I didn't have either, so I went with the military and to jumpstart my life.
What was the military like?
Well, the military, I mean, it's really structured. It puts a nice structure in your life. Gives you discipline, teaches you how to basically follow others, and then also teaches you how to lead others. So it just gives you a nice perspective on life, and then it helps you appreciate the freedoms that we do have when you're not in the military.
Were you ever in battle?
No, I was fortunate enough to go. I was in after the first Gulf War and before the second Gulf War started. So I was in that 8-year period where really nothing happened for the military at that point in time. So I was a lucky one.
What was the most difficult time in the military?
Well, I think the most difficult, difficult, it wasn't really physically difficult, but when I first got in, basic training, we're just there, and then we all got called to a formation, and our commander came down and basically told us that all of our orders were suspended. We're all now on orders to go to infantry school, and then we'll be headed from there probably to Southeast Asia, Korea, because what was going on at the time. So wasn't a real fun day.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, I mean, the only thing I'd probably add is that, with my military experiences, it's one thing that you serve, I did it for the reasons I said, and it was an experience I wouldn't give back. And it was one of those learning experiences that you just can't put a price on those things. So I really wouldn't add anything to anything that we've talked about. I would just like to say that, people serve for their own reasons, and because of the people that serve is the reasons that we have the country that we do.